going to do is I'm going to have my camera person come a little closer. And what I did is about a half hour ago, I took the carcasses out and I left the vegetables in. So now I'm just going to take them out, right, with the slotted spoon. See how easy that onion was able to come out because we kept it whole? Here's some of the celery. There's the carrot. Just keep going like this until it's all out. There's the other half of the onion. Okay. And more of the carrot. There we are. And this has been timed to cool down for a long time, okay? So it's not hot at all. It's barely warm at this point. All right. It looks like it's all the pieces. Oh, I think I see one more. There it is. I was able to get it. You just double check here. Okay, so I'm going to have you come here and look at the broth. Now that's a really nice broth. So now what I've done is I've cleaned off all of the first carcass and some of the second carcass. So what I'm going to do now is I've started doing some of the vegetables already. So with the celery, I'm just cutting it into pieces, and I'm using this serrated knife because it's kind of stringy celery, so this is easier to get through. And remember, I told you guys before, the sharper the knife, the safer it is. See how easily that went through? And as you can see, I did a couple of carrots already, but I'll show you what I did. I ended up peeling the carrot. Okay, great. Quickly rinse it off. Okay. At the end. And once again, the same as before. I can cut it in half and then it'll lie flat, and it's just easier to cut that way. The same thing with the knife, right? Is that you want to take your time and let the knife do the work. And then once you get all the vegetables cut, which I am right now, as you can take it over and put them right into the soup. And then once this comes to a boil, it takes about 15 minutes of boiling to get the vegetables to a tenderness. That's good enough for soup. I'm also going to put in some frozen peas. I don't need all of that, and I can save this for later, and I'll put that back in the freezer later. And now the vegetables are going, and then all you do with the carcass is you take it off, and like I said, this has been sitting here for over a half an hour now, and as you can see, it very easily comes off. And if I take a piece like this, this is too big for a spoon. So you just kind of break it up into pieces. And I won't bore you by doing this all the way through. So I'll do the rest of this after the camera's off. But then I'm going to just take the meat too and put that in. Now the other thing I usually have with soup is usually pasta. Sometimes I have rice, but I don't like my rice and pasta really, really soggy. So I cook that when I'm going to have the soup. Then I can put the pasta in a bowl and then put the broth with the vegetables and the meat in there. I'm just going to quickly get a ladle, and you'll kind of see, after it's done, you'll be able to grab a piece, and you can see that there's meat and there's vegetables. So it's really a wholesome, healthy meal. We didn't add too much salt, so the sodium stays low. You get your protein from the meat. You have your vegetables. You have 3 different servings in there, so you get everything you need in one meal, and obviously the grain we add, whether it's rice or pasta, so it really covers almost all the food groups outside of dairy. Okay, and obviously for my vegetarian friends, you can do the same thing. You can add the vegetables. Obviously you wouldn't add the meat because you wouldn't have boiled the carcass, and you can add the rice or the pasta after that. So soup is just one of those meals. It's very cheap, it's very easy, all right, and it covers all of the food groups. So thank you so much, and I hope you make soup soon.